Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In this video I will show you how to improve your workflow using Blender thanks to 5 tips and tricks that I will teach you. At the same time, it will help you to get a better topology that allows you to optimize your 3D models by solving quickly issues which as beginners we can have. First of all, I'm showing you the most common mistake we do. It's create a cylinder which we can adjust until 12 vertices, for example, and taking it to inside the plane surface. Okay, after then we create a boolean modifier and selecting with the eyedropper the object which will do the hole in the surface. In this case will be the cylinder. Finally, we apply the modifier to delete the object. This could be a good option, but unfortunately you're gonna have more vertices to join each other, and so this way just makes to have more faces. So what we are looking for is optimize our model with quads, not having trees at all. Now, you're gonna see this possible solution. To create a circle on the surface, we're gonna select the central vertex and then we press Ctrl-Shift-B to create this like a round element. Then we will join the vertices of the corners with the G key. If you can see, there are 4 side faces now. Then we're gonna select all the faces around the circle. Then we're gonna add an inset with I key, followed by an extrude inside, generating this hole on the surface. Then we add some of subdivisions with Ctrl+R. And why did we do that? Well, after we apply a shader smooth to our model, we're gonna to create with Ctrl+2 a subdivision surface to better smooth appearance. We can select the quads around the circle and scale it a bit outside with S key to improve the distribution of edges of the topology. Let's keep going with the same points in before. A second option to generate circles on a plane without use booleans would be selecting quads or squares. It can be more than one. Let's display mesh in transform, then just click on to sphere. In this case, if you drag your mouse to the right, you can see how this mesh pretends to be a rounded mesh. So the next is apply the inset again with I, and the next step is apply an extrude outside the surface. Finally, we're gonna create a new subdivision here to smooth a bit more his edges. Most of the time, when we need to close a circle like this, always that we do is close with F key to fill the open faces. Then with I, doing an inset again, until we get a little circle here, we applied a merge to center. Doing this, we are just generating more trees that are joined by a central vertex. And this is not too bad, but there's a better way to do it. Let's gonna see it. Before you do the last inset on the circle, we need to delete this face. Then we're gonna go up here, face, and grid fill, to correctly fill the circle with 4 side faces now. You can see in this another example that sometimes we have a cylinder or a circle with more vertices, but in this case we just adjust here the span that we need until get our final result. As beginners, we often select the edges of the object and we apply the bevel, pressing Ctrl+B to smooth edges. So, if we need more subdivision to get a fine smooth or the opposite, we don't have more options than select one by one all the edges previously created and delete them until get the original object that we had. To improve this workflow, we just need to select the edges that we choose again. After that, we display this menu item with the N key, where we'll take these 2 values from 0 to 1, having now a straight edge like this. Then we need to create a bevel modifier and we take it above any modifier that we have here. Finally, let's move here to change from angle to weight and change these values. They will be the new segment and amount of edges that you can control now. So, the advantage is that we can freely manage these edges without destroy our mesh. This is a common Blender tool, but I want to show you how to combine from a cylinder to a plane or, for example, when we have a curve turning to a straight line. So we are extruding these faces with the E key just in the Z axis. I'm gonna teach you two ways to flat this one or any surfaces, pressing S, C and 0. You can replace the C key from Y or X, depends on the axis that you want to. The second way is pressing the right click, loop tools and flatten. Here I am just showing you how I used the tool we've seen before to smooth the edges between the cylinder and this flattened object using the bevel modifier. Finally, we have a very useful tool that it can help you to give symmetry to the mesh or create like a mirror effect. So let's gonna check this out. When we go into the edit mode, we can see all the vertices and delete the half of the vertices of this object, only from the Z-axis for this case. Then we create a modifier called mirror, taking it above and activating Z-axis to duplicate the mesh, just like this. At the same time, we can delete all the vertices positioned in the Y-axis. So we can activate the Y-axis in the same modifier to create a symmetric object in both sense. This is a really good workflow actually, but I just want to show you another way to do it. We need to select our object in edit mode and press the A key. Then we go to the mesh and select symmetrize. And just down below we change from Z positive to Z negative. And you can see that the top is duplicated here at the bottom. The same way, selecting the object in edit mode, we are gonna active symmetrize, but now changing the value Y negative to Y positive. You can practice on the default cube in Blender, so that you don't delete it. If you're a Blender user, you know what I mean. So, I invite you to do it and keep practicing with all the tips seen in this video. I will be leaving you some videos here that it can help you to improve your workflow using other nice tools. Subscribe to my channel, share it, and see you in the next video. See ya!